سلام به همه دوستان عزیز. خیلی خوش آمدید به کلاس زبان فارسی. A warm welcome to all of you to the Farsi class. خیلی خوش آمدید خانم علیزه، خانم کمال، آقای سلام خانم مریم و آقای محسن. In the last class, we did some names of fruits, and we also spoke about likes and dislikes. All right. So in this class, very quickly before we begin, I want you all to repeat, because language learning is all about revision, repetition, as long as
हमारा फोटो कैसे आएगा इसमें?
valid. So
ये जो ये कैमरा है ना, ये वीडियो बना और ये स्लैंटिंग लाइन, इसका मतलब आपका कैमरा ऑफ है। और ये जो ऐसा बना है ना, इसमें स्लैंटिंग लाइन नहीं है, इसका मतलब आप
okay, you need to we need to mute when others are speaking, so that others are not disturbed. All right. خیلی خوب. So very quickly, the names of the fruits we did. Anyone can tell me names of fruits that we did last time? Hulu. خیلی خوب. دیگه؟ پرتغال. خیلی خوب. دیگه؟
توت فرنگی.
خیلی خوب. توت فرنگی.
آلو.
خیلی خوب.
توت. طالبی. گلابی. زردالو.
آفرین. خیلی خوب. What is fruit juice called? Anyone knows in Farsi?
ऑब क्या बोलते हैं इसको? ऑब पुर्तगाल और शीरमोज.
Correct. Ob mive. Ob mive means fruit juice.
Of mize.
Ob mive.
Ob mive yani fruit juice. ये लाजम है बिना. All right. One minute, huh? There are some people. Of mive. Of mive. So, say for example, orange juice would be. What would orange juice be?
Obe Portugal.
Of Portugal. What would muskmelon juice be?
Obe खरबूजे.
भले.
Obe खरबूजे और खरबूजे ob.
Talebi. Of Talebi. Talebi is.
वो तो honey और lemon.
भले. Talebi. So today we are going to speak about something very interesting, something that we all like, something that is an inherent part of every culture. And because last time we spoke about fruits, today I thought it would be good if we speak about food. Okay. And when we speak about food, speaking about Iranian cuisine or Persian cuisine would be an interesting topic to cover. So today we'll have a look at a few different Iranian preparations. And before I begin, I'll tell you, because the Persian Empire spread over a huge area, so you might see the kind of influence that food and the Persian cuisine has in Central Asia, in other places. I'll give you a very interesting anecdote. It was the year 2009, and I was traveling to Iran, and we were in the city of Isfahan. And in the city of Isfahan, of course, you know, there is the world's second largest square, the Naqsh Jahan Square, is there in Isfahan. And so we went over there, we saw the Naqsh Jahan Square, a very beautiful square. There were, palaces and mosques and handicraft shops and everything there in Naqsh Jahan. Once we saw that, we asked the locals which is a good restaurant. So they directed us to, a restaurant. And we said, which is the most favorite dish over here, or the most famous dish in Isfahan? So we were told that the famous dish here is called biryan or biryun. Okay. Now the interesting part is this: as soon as we sat in the restaurant, everyone ordered biryan. So coming from India, we had this thing in mind ke biryani jaisa kuch aayega. We were thinking ke biryan is something like biryani. And we waited for our biryani to come, expecting rice and a, typical biryani, and while we were waiting, we saw other people having some kind of minced meat kind of dish, like a keema kind of dish with some bread or something, and everyone was having that. And finally on our table also they bought the same thing. And then we asked, bhai, what is this? Aga in chiye? In biryane Isfahani hai. So we were very surprised and amazed and shocked that what we call here as biryani, there in Iran, biryan is something different, So the peculiarity of Iranian cuisine, or you can say the speciality, is such that you have some dishes that are different in every region in Iran. For example, osh. Osh is a dish, if you have in Gilan, that osh will be very much different from the osh you will have, say, in Mashhad, or the osh you have in Isfahan, or the osh you have. It's called osh mahalli, or local osh. Okay. There are various types of osh. Osh is like a thick soup-like preparation, which people have. So there are various types. There's a lot of diversity as far as food is concerned. And I thought that today I'll take this topic. We'll introduce a little bit of Iranian cuisines. We'll try and read them, even though this being a beginner's class, not many of you can probably read the script, but it would be good to know different cuisines. All right. So we will begin in a moment. Just let me check if someone else is joining. Before we go ahead, let me quickly ask each one of you. Let me look at it. Yeah, Darpan. So I want, now that we know how to express our likes and dislikes, man sieb dus daram, man moz dus daram, man ananas dus nadaram. Oh. So similarly, I would like to ask you, I would like to ask you, what are your favorite dishes and what are not what dishes do you like and what dishes do you don't like? For example, man biryani dost daram, man sabzi dost nadaram. Oh, آقای جمشید. One like and
Yes,
one
sir.
dislike.
Okay. What?
بله.
Can I speak?
Yes, yes, please.
Man, man, yellow dal, دوست دارم. من سالن ندارم.
چی دوست نداری؟
ماتن سالن ندارم.
آها. دوست
نه
ندارم.
دوست دارم.
آره. دوست ندارم.
دوست ندارم. من ماتن سالن نازدو دارم.
آره. من
اوکی.
مثلا خورشت گوشت دوست ندارم. سالن is called خورش.
ندارم.
خورش.
خورش. من خورش ندارم. دوست ندارم.
دوست ندارم. خیلی خوب. آقای نواب. آقای نواب. One dish that you like and one dish that you don't like. You need to unmute. آقای نواب. We can't hear you. You need to unmute. Yeah.
Yeah, can you hear me now?
Yeah, now we can hear you.
Man kebab dus daram. Man mur dus nadam.
من کباب دوست دارم. من مرغ دوست ندارم. خیلی خوب. خیلی خوب. خیلی خوب. Who else is there? خانم آقای درپن. آقای درپن.
Yeah. من black forest pastry دوست دارم. من بستنی دوست ندارم.
چی دوست نداری؟
آیس کریم.
بستنی. من بستنی دوست ندارم. خیلی خوب. خیلی خوب. خیلی خوب. خانم کمال.
Yes, sir. من بریانی دوست دارم. من بکلاوا دوست ندارم.
من باقلوا دوست
ندارم.
خیلی خوب. خیلی خوب. خیلی خوب. آفرین. خب خانم پرسیس. خانم پرسیس.
Yes, sir. من گوشت آش خیلی دوست دارم. من آب میوه دوست ندارم.
Once again, I didn't hear you quite.
من گوشت آش خیلی دوست دارم. من آب میوه دوست ندارم.
آب میوه دوست ندارم. من آب میوه دوست ندارم. I don't like fruit juice. خیلی خوب. خانم علیزه. خانم علیزه. خانم علیزه. شما چی دوست داری؟ شما چی دوست نداری؟
من شکلات دوست دارم. من بستنی دوست دارم.
من شکلات دوست دارم. خیلی خوب. دیگه چی؟
من شکلات بستنی دوست ندارم. من
دیگه چی؟
گرین پیز دوست ندارم.
چی دوست نداری؟
گرین پیز.
آها. خب نخود. خیلی خوب. Who else is there? خانم آقای محسن. آقای محسن. شما بفرمایید. شما چی دوست داری؟ چی دوست نداری؟
منم بریانی دوست دارم and منم کریلا دوست نداری. So what do the Karela? What do the Karela? I don't know.
کریلا. خب کریلا دوست ندارم. کریلا خب منم نمیدونم. خب من چی گفتی؟ چی دوست داری؟ چی دوست نداری؟
بریانی دوست دارم and کریلا دوست نداری.
کریلا دوست ندارم. خب خیلی خوب. آفرین. خب عرضم به حضور شما کی مونده؟ کمال شد. مریم میتونی صحبت کنی؟ مریم. خانم مریم. خب خیلی خوب. دوستان عزیز. خانم رباب شما چی دوست داری و چی دوست نداری؟ خانم رباب.
من مرغ دوست ندارم. من فیش دوست دارم.
چی دوست داری؟
فیش.
آها. ماهی. بگو. ماهی. من ماهی دوست
دارم.
ماهی دوست دارم. خیلی خوب. خیلی خوب. There is a very famous. It's called To Mahiyo Man Mahiye Berkeye Kashi. It's a very famous uh, uh, presentation by a famous Farsi reciter. I will send it to you later in class. Ho? Kay likho. So without much further ado, I was waiting for others to join. We will quickly go to uh, our program of the day. All right. Uh, Persian cuisine. غذاهای ایرانی. Oh, I want you to write their names down, write about it, and also, if you can, I want you to repeat each name at least 2-3 times loudly. Okay. I will be muting you all off. But when I ask you to respond, that time you can respond. All right. That time you can unmute and respond. Okay. Just give me 1 minute. While I switch on the screen. Very cool. So we start with the most popular dish of them all. Okay. Those of you who have been to Iran, they know that this dish is one of the most popular dishes of Iran. Anyone knows what's this called?
Chelo kebab.
Chelo kebab. Duruste. Everyone repeat after me. Chelo kebab.
Chelo
Chelo
kebab.
kebab.
Chelo kebab.
Cello
Chelo
kebab.
kebab.
You need to say it correctly. Chelo kebab.
Cello
Chelo
kebab.
kebab.
Now, what is chelo kebab? Chelo kebab is like two, seek, mincemeat, seek, you can say, with rice, with a little bit of butter, and you can see that roasted tomato over there. So this is like a favorite dish in Iran. It's called chelo. Chelo means rice, and kebab is of course kebab. Okay, everyone together. Chelo kebab.
Cello
Chelo
kebab.
kebab.
Anyone has had chelo kebab in Iran? Anyone?
Yes.
Yes, I.
Bale. You like it? आगा ये नवाब?
खैली खूब है.
Really खूब है. Oh. Offer. Chelo kebab. Oh, everyone repeat once again.
Chelo kebab.
Chelo kebab.
Chelo kebab. Offer. Cool. Next one. Juje kebab.
Juje kebab.
Chuje kebab.
Juje kebab.
Juje kebab.
Juje kebab.
Chuje kebab.
Juje is chicken. Okay, like a small chick is called juje. Oh, juje kebab means chicken pieces. You can see those chicken tikka pieces with the same rice and roasted tomato and a little bit of butter and salad. Okay, everyone together. Juje kebab.
Chuje kebab.
Juje kebab.
Chuje kebab.
So if you like juje kebab, how will you say it in Farsi?
Man juje kebab.
Kebab.
And
Cheli-
kebab duzdaram.
Kheli duzdoram.
Yeah.
Man juje kebab, khayli
Duzdoram.
Afari. Khayli khub. Ye laze. Afari. 1 minute, I'll just admit. Yeah. Cool. Juje kebab. Next one. Osh.
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 Now, osh is a dish which is famous all over Central Asia. If you go to Uzbekistan, Tajikistan, Turkmenistan, all those places, they all have their own osh. Okay. And as I said, if you go to different parts in Iran, okay, you will have different types of osh. You have different types of local osh. Please mute everyone. Please mute. while I'm speaking. When I'm repeating, that time you can unmute. Okay. So osh is a very favorite dish. There is an osh which is called as oshe reshte. Oshe reshte, which families they make and they give to each other so that their family strong, their rishtedari bonds are kind of stronger. So it's called oshe reshte. Oh, it has those flat noodle kind of things which are flat. Those are called reshte. Oh, everyone together. Osh,
Osh.
osh,
Osh.
offering. Osh, Begu.
Osh.
خیلی خوب خیلی خوب خیلی خوب. بعد آش ما چی داریم؟ سوپ.
Soup.
بگو سوپ. Soup. So usually when they have this barley soup or joe, so it's called soupe joe. Begu? Soupe joe.
Pejo.
So there are different types of soup, like how we have soup here, different types of soup. Similarly, there also we have different types of soup. All right. 1 minute. ये लाज है. Oh, soup. Next is salad. देखो
Salad.
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 خیلی خوب. Iranians, they really like salad. They like salad very much. So there's salad everywhere. Salad. देखो
Salad.
خیلی خوب. Next, تخم مرغ آبپز.
Memor.
More.
Temur apa?
تخم مرغ آبپز.
Memor of us.
تخم مرغ means what? Anyone?
Egg.
Egg.
Yes. تخم means egg. Okay. Morg is of course hen. मुर्गी. So मुर्गी के अंडे. ठीक है. तख्म morg. It is specified. Okay. If you say tokhm, it may have some other meaning also. But tokhm morg means murgi ke ande. Okay. Tokhm morg. Obpaz. Ob means water. Obpaz means boiled in water. Okay. Tokhm morg obpaz.
Memor of us.
Affarin. दोबारा बेगू. तख्म مرغ آبپز.
Memor of us.
خیلی خوب. تخم مرغ آبپز.
Temur apples.
Okay. Now we come to the actual main core of dishes. As I said, when Aghay Jamshed he pointed out, we said salan. He said so. We said khoresht. ठीक है? Khoresht. Any gravy or any kind of that kind of dish is referred to as khoresht. Okay. Khoresht korme sabzi.
Koreshte.
Korme sabzi.
Khoresht korme sabzi. दोबारा बेगू खुरेश्त कोरमे सब्जी. आफरीन. खुरेश्त कोरमे सब्जी. So this is a dish which has a lot of lubia, rajma, lubia and vegetables, and it has meat, or and it's a very 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 tasty dish, and it's like one of the favorite Iranian dishes that you could have. Khoresht korme sabzi. Now, if you look at the picture, on one side you have, the khoresht, okay. The other side you have rice, all right. Or on top of the rice, you can see that yellow, which is
Yes.
slightly burnt, that patch. Do you know what it's called and what is it? You know?
It's
What
maybe a
rice
saffron
nature?
rice.
Yeah, but what part of what is it actually?
It is
One
that
part.
you cook that in the electrical cooker, and then the base becomes crispy. They keep
Correct,
potato slices.
correct.
Some
So
people.
that base is called tahdeek. What it's called?
Tahadi.
Tahadi.
ताह, किसी चीज की तह तक जाना ना, बेस तक,
Yeah.
उसको कहते हैं ताह या तह।
Tahadi.
तहदीक, दीक
Tahadi.
यानी वही देग, ठीक है।
Okay.
सो तहदीक मतलब जो वेसल के तह पे पहुंच जाती है, जो वेसल के तह पे रहती है, उसको कहते हैं तहदीक। एंड इट इज sometimes they put potatoes down, so it's mixed with potatoes and rice and that part, and it's a very crusty, crispy kind of thing which remains at the end of the vessel, okay. And that is supposed to be a very very significant delicacy there. तो क्योंकि वो कम रहता है, so people actually say, okay, man tahdik mikham, man tahdik mikham. It's like a sought after part of the dish, वो जो नीचे से उसको स्क्रैप करके निकालते हैं, उसको कहते हैं तहदीक। देखो,
Tahadi.
Tahadi.
तहदीक। All right. خیلی خوب. Then we have خورشت قیمه. بگو.
Khureshte Kime.
It's not khime, it's قیمه. خورشت قیمه. بگو.
Khoreshte kaime.
Khaime.
آفرین. خورشت قیمه.
Khureshte Khaime.
Yeah. So you can see those French fried kind of pieces which are there above, and then you have the chane ki dal, and of course there's meat. It's a very common dish there. Okay. Khoreshte qaime. Begu.
Khureshte Khaime.
Khoreshte qaime.
Khoreshte
It's also referred to as qaime. If they say qaime, so it's not the keema that we have in mind here. It's this. Okay. Qaime. Begu. Khoreshte qaime.
Khoreshte Kaime.
Khaime.
Khoreshte fesenjan. Begu.
Khureshte Pesenjon.
Khoreshte fesenjan.
Khoreshte
Khureshte Pesenjon.
Khoreshte fesenjan.
Fasanjan.
Yes. It's also called as fesenjun. Okay. Now, what is the interesting part of this? It has this preparation, which is called fesenjan. It has walnut. Okay. It's a chicken stew. It's a type of a Persian chicken stew, which is made up of chicken breasts or chicken thighs, and it is slowly cooked with roasted walnuts. Okay, akrot. It's cooked with roasted walnuts and also pomegranate molasses, और pomegranate का जो ये रहता है, क्या कहते हैं उसको, रोब, जिसको कहते हैं रोब अनार, ठीक है। तो pomegranate का जो, you can say what word is that, not the juice, the the concentrate, with that और अखरोट और चिकन के साथ मिलके इसको एकदम स्लोली कुक करके बनाया जाता है। इट्स कॉल्ड फेसेंजॉन। बेगू,
Khureshte Pesenjon.
it's also called
Fesenjan.
it's also called fesenjun. What's it called? Also
Fesenjun.
fesenjun. خیلی خوب، خیلی خوب. So they put olive oil, they put fresh, pomegranate, and they put a lot of different they put walnuts, akhroat, around 2 cups of akhroat, and then you kind of make it. Oh, St. John.
St. John.
Now this one is easy. Pizza.
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 Pronounce it correctly. Pizza.
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 Sorry. Pizza.
Pizza.
خیلی خوب. Pizza.
Pizza.
من
Sandwich.
پیتزا دوست دارم.
Aha, pizza دوست داره. Alize pizza دوست داره. If you go to Iran, they have a lot of shops, especially in Tehran. I saw there are a lot of these fast food shops where you get pizza, sandwich, burger, all these things. So the local pizzas are really, really, they make it very nicely. And yeah, you have different types of pizza like we have here, and it's called pizza. Pizza.
Pizza.
Pizza.
Pizza.
Sandwich.
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 No.
Sandwich.
No. See, pronounce it correctly. Sandwich.
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 Sandwich. Beggu.
Sandwich.
Offering. Sandwich. Beggu.
Sandwich.
خیلی خوب. خیلی خوب. خیلی خوب. آفرین. سیب زمینی سرخ کرده.
سیب زمینی سرخ کرده.
زمینی سرخ کرده.
سیب زمینی سرخ کرده. بگو.
سیب زمینی سرخ کرده.
Seeb means apple, correct? Which we did last time. Seeb. Seeb zamini, matlab zameen ka seb, which is potato. Okay. Even in French, they call it pomme de terre. Okay. So, zamini is potato. Surkh karde, yani fried. Surkh kiya hua. ठीक है. So, seeb zamini surkh karde. Begu.
सीब जमीनी
सौर करते.
दोबारा बेगू. सीब जमीनी
सौर करते.
آفرین. خیلی خوب. سیب زمینی سرخ کرده.
सीब जमीनी सौर करते.
Very good. Do you remember the khoresht qeime that was there? It had on top of it, what did it have? Yes. On top of it, what was there on qeime? Yes, it had French fries on top. Seeb zamini sor karde. Begu.
सौर करते.
Fail. Next one.
Zarjak polo bomor.
Zereshk polo. Zereshk polo bomor.
Polo bomor. Zarshak.
Zereshk polo bomor. Zeresh is that kind of berry which they use in Bombay. If you see in Bombay a lot of Iranian cafes, they offer berry pulao, something called as berry pulao.
Britannia restaurant, yes sir.
Yeah, berry pulao is nothing but zereshk polo. Okay, zereshk polo in English they call it berry pulao. Okay. So if you can see the picture, that small berries that you can see on rice, it gives a very sweet, sour kind of tangy feeling, and it's served with chicken. So it's called Zereshk Polo Bomor. So if you visit any of these Iranian cafes in Mumbai, Pune, and if you ask for berry pulao, they will give you Zereshk Polo Bomor. Begu? خیلی خوب. Zereshk Polo Bomor. Anyone has had this? Anyone?
Yes sir, I had.
شما زرشک پلو با مرغ دوست دارید؟
خیلی دوست داری.
بله.
Naduzdara.
Dusnadari.
Dusnadari.
I used to
Dusnadora.
make at home.
Hope. Kaili hoop. After. Hope. Next. Bakali polo. Begu.
Bakali pulo.
Bagali pulao.
Bakali pulo.
Bakali polo.
Bagali pulao.
Bagali polo.
See, here in India we say pulao. Okay. In Central Asia, in other places we say pilaf. Okay. But in Iran they say polo. Like how the game polo, polo, polo. Bakali polo.
Bagali
Bakali
pulao.
pulo.
Bagali pulo.
Bakali polo.
Bagali pulao.
Bagali pulo.
Now bakali
Bakali.
those broad beans. You know the broad beans जिसको गरम करते हैं और नमक और मिर्ची के साथ जो है बहुत सारे they have it in a lot of Middle Eastern countries. Like how we have here, you know, if you go to Chopati, other places, you have the sing dana, which is boiled and given in water.
Yeah.
So similarly, these broad beans, the kidney-shaped beans, but they are broad beans. Okay,
Chickpeas?
they are called as bakali. Okay, bakali. Now, if you visit Iran in the cold season, and especially if you visit the traditional bazaars or the bazaars that are very crowded, or any place where there are a lot of there's a lot of footfall, a lot of people. So there you will see these vendors, you will see these fairy walas whose carts are full of bakali, and they are screaming bakali, bakali. So if you go to them, they'll give you one bowl of bakali, boiled bakali with namak mirchi, and you kind of peel it and you have it over there. So वही bakali का जब पुलाव बनता है, so it is called bakali polo. Begu?
Bakali pulo.
Bagali pulo.
Polo. Begu?
Bakali pulo.
Pulo.
सही लिखो. Back. Sabzi polo ba mahi.
Sabzi
pulo mahi.
Sabzi polo ba. Ba means with.
Sabzi polo ba mahi.
सही लिखो. Sabzi polo means vegetable pulao. Sabzi polo ba mahi.
Sabzi polo.
Now this dish is like a Nowruz favorite dish. You know, Nowruz is the Persian New Year, which falls on the 21st of March every year. It is the beginning of spring. Okay,
My
that's why it's called
birthday.
your birthday. Oh, khayli khoob.
Yeah, Jamshed. That's why my name is Jamshed.
Okay.
Jamshed Nowruz.
Jamshed Nowruz. Jamshed. In Farsi, they say Jamshid.
Yeah,
Farsi,
I know.
In Farsi, they say Jamshid. Hope.
Jamshid.
Jamshid. So,
Thanks.
on the day of Nowruz, they cook this dish. It's called Sabzi polo
Sabzi
ba mahi.
mahi.
Pulo bamu mahi.
Hey, pani now.
Sabzi polo ba mahi.
Sabzi pulo ba mahi.
Mahi.
So they have sabzi polo, vegetable pulao with mahi. Mahi is fish. To mahi man, mahi ber ke ye kaushi. Mah means moon. Okay, and mahi means fish. Okay, so say everyone together. Sabzi polo ba mahi.
Sabzi pulo
Mahi.
Abgusht.
Abgush. Wow, very good.
آقای جمشید شما آبگوشت دوست دارید؟
یا دوست داری آبگوشت؟
بله بگو بله من آبگوشت دوست دارم.
بله من آبگوشت دوست دارم.
آبگوشت دوست دارم.
Ab means water, gusht means meat. Okay, together it's a dish called abgusht, means meat cooked in water. Abgusht.
August.
Abgusht.
Abgusht. Now there is a dish which is,
Abgush.
prepared similarly in small pots. Okay, those of you who have been to Iran might have seen. It is served in a small pot. You know, and those you can see this mash, this chammach ke baju mein, this spoon ke baju mein jo masher hai. It's used to mash
Ah,
the potato and the chana and the chickpeas and the meat. It's used to mash all that, and then it's had with bread. Okay, so
okay, okay.
a dish which is very close to this, it's also called dizi. Begu,
DZ.
Easy.
dizi. Okay,
DZ.
all right. So what they do it, they don't have it with, like, they don't dip the bread and they have it. They actually mash the whole thing, and then they pick it up with spoons and they put it in the bread, and then they have it. They make like a roll of it and they have it. Obgusht. Begu,
Obgusht.
August.
Abgush.
another one, dizi.
Easy.
DZ.
DZ.
Abgusht.
August.
Abgush.
Even here in restaurants, I have seen they say abgosht.
Ah,
Abgosht.
yes,
Yeah,
yes.
यहाँ पे restaurants में I
Yes.
have seen. Oh,
सारवी में मिलता है, सारवी में.
Sarvi में. Ko. Very good. Abgusht. Bego.
Abgush.
August.
Abgusht. Ahoy Jamshid. Abgusht kayli dostare.
Yeah, Baba, دوستداری. بله.
Bali.
خیلی دوست داری.
Kayli dostare. Afari. Ho. Next one. Cuckoo.
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 Now this is called cuckoo sabzi.
Cuckoo.
So usually in the morning, it's most of, I think, methi, or I don't know exactly what it is made up of, but methi and, a little bit of things are put, and it's called cuckoo sabzi.
मेथी सब्जी, सोया.
Bali. Cuckoo sabzi. Bego.
Cuckoo sabzi.
Cuckoo sabzi.
Cuckoo sabzi.
Hey, likho. Cuckoo sabzi. Anyone has had cuckoo sabzi?
No.
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 Usually in breakfast they have there, cuckoo sabzi. Khob. Khayli khob. And the last one, last but not the least, is called khavyar.
Caviar. Egg.
Caviar.
Tuke mai.
Khavyar.
Caviar.
खावियार.
Bale. Khavyar.
Caviar.
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 First pronounce it carefully. Khavyar.
Caviar.
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 It means
Khavyar.
Tuke
खावियार.
Caviar.
So these are like fish eggs of a particular kind of fish. It's a fish family which is found mostly in the Caspian Sea. Now, the Caspian Sea is in the north of Iran. Okay, and that's where you get, one of the best khavyar from. Mostly, it's from the beluga fish. It's a fish called beluga. Okay, it's a very rare kind of delicacy. Because it is very rare, it's also very, very expensive. Okay, but I have seen it that it's been cultivated. Uh, in Iran, I have seen it's being cultivated. It's used as a delicacy. The most famous of it being the beluga khavyar. The khavyar that's got from the beluga fish. So these are like fish eggs. Okay, you get a version which is a little slightly darker. This one looks more like jelly. That is more a little bit darker, which looks like papaya seeds. It's called khavyar.
Caviar.
खावियार.
Khayli khub. Khavyar.
खावियार.
Caviar.
Affarin. Now let me test you. Inchi
Choose kebab.
चिल्लू कबाब.
Hello kebab. Hello kebab.
Hello kebab.
Inchi
Juje
Juje
kebab.
कबाब.
Tuesday kebab.
Juje kebab. Inchi
Osh.
आश. आश
Osh.
रिश्ते.
آش. بگو
آش
آش.
Osh.
آش
این چیه؟
سوپ
سوپ. بگو
سوپ
سوپ.
Soup.
سوپ
این چیه؟
سلاد
Salad.
سالاد. خیلی خوب. این چیه؟
Soup.
Margit.
Hamza.
آبی
تخم مرغ آبپز.
آبی
آفرین.
آبان آبن
تخم مرغ آبپز. بگو
آبن
Morg
Murg
Abbas.
Abbas.
Murg Abbas.
به آبپز. بگو
Abbas.
Abbas.
Murg Abbas.
تخم
تخم
مرغ
مرغ
آبپز. بگو
تخم مرغ
Morg Abbas.
خورشت قرمه
خورشت
سبزی.
قرمه سبزی
قرمه
قرمه سبزی
آقای جمشید is very excited by seeing قرمه سبزی. آقای
Yes.
جمشید شما قرمه
Yes,
سبزی
بابا.
دوست داری؟
داری بابا خورشید خیمه
خیلی خوب خیلی خوب. بگو همه با هم با صدای بلند. خورشت قرمه سبزی.
خورشته قرمه
قرمه
سبزی.
سبزی
خورشت قرمه سبزی.
خورشته
قرمه
قرمه سبزی.
سبزی
این چیه؟
خورشت خیمه
خیمه.
خورشت قیمه.
Calf is
خورشت
slightly,
خیمه
see the calf is slightly pronounced like a GH. غی. خورشت قیمه.
خورشته قیمه.
خورشت قیمه.
خورشته قیمه.
خورشت
What is there on top of خورشت قیمه?
سیب
French fries.
زمینی سرخ کرده.
سیب.
Yeah, what are French fries called?
سیب زمینی سرخ کرده.
سیب زمینی سرخ کرده. بولو.
سیب زمینی سرخ کرده فرنچ فرای
آفرین. Yes, it's French fries. خب خورشت فسنجان.
خورشت
فسنجان
خورشت فسنجان.
خورشت فسنجان
It's also called
فسنجون.
فسنجان
فسنجون.
فسنجان
این چیه خانم علیزه؟ این چیه؟
پیتزا
پیتزا.
پیتزا
پیتزا کی دوست داره پیتزا؟
خیلی دوست دارم.
خیلی خوب. پیتزا همه دوست دارن. پیتزا یه مثلا غذای ایتالیاییه. غذای ایتالیاییه. It's Italian cuisine. ایتالیاییه. غذای ایتالیاییه. بگو پیتزا.
پیتزا.
ساندویچ.
ساندویچ
See, don't say san. Say son.
ساندویچ.
ساندویچ
See, when you go to Iran, you'll find various types of sandwich. Oh, those who have been, they know.
yeah
They have sandwich.
I know
Are. Begu sandwich.
ساندویچ
سیب زمینی سرخ
سرخ
کرده.
کرده
سیب زمینی
کرده.
سیب زمینی سرخ کرده.
زرشک پلو با مرغ.
پلو با مرغ.
زرشک
بقالی
پلو
بقالی پلو.
پلاو.
بقالی پلو
بقالی پلو.
سبزی پلو باهمی
بقالی پلو.
بقالی پلو
ऐसा say it fast. بقالی پلو.
بقالی پلو بقالی پلو
این
سبزی
چیه؟
پلو با
ماهی.
سبزی پلو با ماهی
سبزی پلو با ماهی.
سبزی پلو با ماهی.
پلو با ماهی.
سبزی پلو با ماهی.
When do you have سبزی پلو با ماهی؟
نوروز.
نوروز.
بله, in the Persian New Year. خب it's a
25
favorite dish.
March
بله. آقای جمشید's birthday. خب
yes
سبزی پلو با ماهی.
Bamahi.
Sabzi pulao bamahi.
خیلی خوب.
Abgosh.
Abgosh.
Jamshed. Ablo.
Abgosh.
Abgosh.
Abgosh دارم.
آبگوشت بگو.
Abgosh دارم.
آبگوشت.
Abgosh.
کوکو.
Kuku sabzi.
کوکو سبزی. کوکو سبزی. خیلی خوب.
Kuku sabzi.
این چیه؟
Caviar.
Caviar.
Look like jelly.
بگو.
Caviar.
کاویار.
Very
آفرین.
nice.
Caviar.
خیلی خوب.
Caviar.
خیلی خوب. خیلی خوب. حالا این چیه؟ زود زود بگو. زود زود. فاست. زود زود.
Kebab.
چلو
Kilo kebab.
چلو کباب. اول،
کباب.
دوم،
اول.
سوم یا چهارم؟
Awal.
اول. فرست وان. این چیه؟
Dovam.
Cello
Duvam. Duvam.
نه. It's not چلو.
Juje kebab.
Cello more.
Jute kebab.
Juje kebab.
Juje kebab.
جوجه کباب. آفرین. جوجه کباب. خب این
Juje
چیه؟
kebab.
Osh.
Osh.
Dovam.
Which one؟
Second. Dovam.
Second duvam.
دوم. این
Duvam.
چیه؟
Soup.
Soup.
Dovam.
سوپ. خیلی.
Yum.
این چیه؟
Salad.
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 سالاد.
Salad.
Salad.
این چیه؟
Tokme murg.
Mahmoud Abbas.
Awal.
Once again.
Okay.
Mahmoud
Mahmoud
Abbas.
Abbas.
پز. بولو.
Abbas.
خورشید
چیه؟
قرمه سبزی. خورشید قرمه سبزی.
Khorshid korme sabzi. Duvam.
Which one؟
Duvam.
Dovam.
Second one. خورشت قرمه
خورش
سبزی.
قیمه.
بگو.
خورش قرمه سبزی.
Khorshid korme.
این چیه؟
Khorshid
قیمه.
خورشت قیمه. بگو.
Khorshid kime.
Salam.
خورش قیمه.
Kurashte Pesendazan.
Pasanjan.
خورش فنجان.
Fizan.
No. See, فنجان. فنجان
Kime insan.
فنجان मतलब कप. ठीक है. This is not فنجان. This is فسنجان. بگو.
فسنجان.
Pasanjan.
فسنجان.
فسنجان.
Pesendazan.
اول، دوم، سوم یا چهارم؟
Devam.
پنجم. ششم. هفتم.
خیلی خوب. این چیه؟
Pizza.
پیزا. آفرین.
پیزا.
این چیه؟
Sandwich.
ساندویچ.
Sandwich.
ساندویچ.
ساندویچ.
این چیه؟
ساندویچ.
Sidramini.
دوباره بگو.
Sidramini. Kaur karde.
پر کرده.
آفرین. این چیه؟
زرچک پلو با مرغ.
زرشک پلو با مرغ.
زرچ پلو با مرغ.
آفرین. این چیه؟
بقالی پلو.
Bali polo.
باقالی پلو. آره. باقالی پلو. خیلی خوب.
سبزی پلو با ماهی.
چیه؟
Polo bamahi.
همه با هم. این چیه؟
Sabzi
Polo bamahi.
آفرین. این چیه؟
Abgosh.
Abgosh.
آبگوشت.
Divam.
آفرین. این چیه؟
Kuku.
سبزی.
کوکو سبزی.
Cooker
خیلی
sabzi.
خوب. کوکو سبزی. آفرین. خب این چیه؟
خاویار.
Caviar.
خاویار. خیلی خوب.
Caviar.
خاویار. آفرین. خیلی خوب. خب now let's see how many names do you remember. خب what is the name of the dish that is made, you know, it's a speciality of the Persian New Year.
Sabzi polo ba mahi.
سبزی پلاو با ماهی
پلو
سبزی پلو
پلو
با
با ماهی
ماهی
ماهی.
ماهی
Sabzi polo ba mahi. Now name for those of you who are vegetarians, name two vegetarian dishes that
Kaboli
we've
polo.
learned.
Kaboli polo.
پلاو
کوکو
Bogali polo,
سبزی
Kuku sabzi.
And cuckoo sabzi.
sabzi,
کو سبزی
haili ho. Maybe
Salad.
sometimes soup jo. Okay,
سوپ جو
Yeah, soup
Pizza
jo.
and sandwich
soup jo.
also.
But sometimes soup jo, even they put a little bit of chicken inside. Sometimes even if it is a vegetarian soup, but sometimes you will find. So those of you who are vegetarians, you need to confirm, like in soup jo more dare na dare, so you have to confirm that before. Oh, soup jo. What else? What are other names that you remember? Tell me names of
Salad.
Quraysh. Tell me names of Quraysh.
Foreste korme sabzi.
خورشت قرمه سبزی
Foreste
Quraysh
korme
korme
خورشت
sabzi.
شیمی
Foreste
قرمه سبزی
Foreste
خورشت
keeme.
فزنزان
کو
Oh,
Foreste keeme.
oh,
خورشت قیمه
oh.
جوجه
دیگه چی؟
کباب جوجه کباب
جوجه کباب. دیگه چی؟
Kelo kebab.
کیلو
Osh.
کباب
ساندویچ
kebab.
Pizza.
پیتزا
ساندویچ،
सब
پیتزا.
जमीनें
میل
सर्फ कर दे
Tip zameen
तीन
ko
जमीनें
kar
और
de.
सर्फ
سی
कर दे
زمینه سرخ کرده
जेरेश खोलो
زرش
खाली
پلو.
पुलाव
Polo.
آب
زرش
گوشت
पुलाव
Polo.
خیلی خوب، خیلی خوب، خیلی خوب. So, خانم Persis, can you tell me now, you might have tried some of these dishes or not tried, but the ones that you would like to try, you can say, I like this. Oh, so
Okay.
name 3-4 dishes, Persian dishes that you like. You have to say,
Okay.
man,
मन शेलो कबाब वे जूते कबाब वे ओश वे
ve nahi, va,
सॉरी
va, va, va.
सॉरी
Man chelo kebab va
चेलो
juje
कबाब
kebab dost
या
daram.
मन चेलो कबाब व जूजे कबाब व ओश व सलाद व सैंडविच व पिज्जा خیلی خوب دوست داره
خیلی دوست دارم. خیلی خوب،
Yeah,
خیلی
خیلی
خوب. آقای نواب،
بله
شما چی دوست داری؟ غذای ایرانی؟
چلو کباب و جوجه کباب و سوپ و ساندویچ و پیزا دوست دارم
آفرین. آقای جمشید
یس
علی،
بابا
آقای
یس
جمشید علی، شما چی دوست
ها
دارین آقا؟
آب دوست دارم
چلو کباب جوجه کباب سوپ جو خورشید قرمه سبزی
خورشید نه، خورش. خورش.
خورشید خورش
خورش.
خورش خورش
خورشید means sun.
الان
خب خورشت
خورش
قرمه سبزی بگو.
خورش قیمه بقالی پلاو
خب
آبگوشت
آفرین. خب
تخم مرغ آبیار
آبپز، تخم مرغ
تخم مرغ
آبپز.
آبپز اوکی
Okay. What is half fry? जो हम कहते हैं ना half fry. It's called नीमरू. बेगू
नीमरू
नीमरू।
एक मिनट
नीम मतलब half. हम कहते हैं ना नीम हकीम खतरे जान. नीम.
नीमरू हाफ फ्राई नीमरू
means half fried egg.
नीमरू
अरे خیلی خوب. نیمرو کی دوست داره؟ نیمرو
بله
شما دوست دارین خانم پرسیس؟
یا من نیمرو دوست دارم
آره. آقای نواب، خانم کمال، آقای درپن، خانم مریم.
تو که مرد
بله دوست دارم
آقای درپن شما دوست دارید نیمرو؟
من نیمرو دوست دارم.
نیمرو بیشتر دوست دارید یا تخم مرغ آبپز؟
تخم مرغ آبپز دوست دارم.
Which one do you like more? نیمرو بیشتر دوست دارید یا تخم مرغ آبپز؟
تخم مرغ آبپز دوست
تخم
دارم.
مرغ
and
آبپز.
if we have to say both then
هر دوتا دوست دارم.
okay
آره both of them. هر دوتا دوست دارم. خیلی خوب، خیلی خوب. آفرین. خب آقای نواب he said خانم آقای درپن what about Persian cuisine شما کدام مثلا غذاهای ایرانی دوست دارید؟
من جلو کباب و خورشت فسنجان و درشک بلو و آبگوشت دوست دارم.
خیلی خوب، آفرین آفرین. انشالله ما همه بریم ایران، ما همه با هم سفر کنیم بریم ایران و اونجا غذاهای ایرانی بخوریم، غذاهای گوناگون ایرانی بخوریم انشالله انشالله.
انشالله انشالله.
خیلی خوب خیلی خوب. پس انشالله من کلاس بعدی in the next class we'll talk about vegetables خب or maybe some other food خب. پس انشالله امروز کلاس همینجا تمام میکنیم خب. خدا حافظ.
سر
بله بله بله
Can I ask you one thing?
بله 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 بفرما.